country's history turned after years of disappointment and despair. The chance to change the lives of millions of people for the better. That's what I came into politics for. The journey to that point was not easy. 6 years ago, I inherited a Labour Party that was politically, financially, and morally bankrupt. I was told time and time again that my party was finished, that we were consigned to history, that a majority at the general election, let alone a landslide majority, was impossible. But we proved those people wrong, because we changed our party, ripping out the poison of anti-Semitism, restoring trust on the economy, defence and national security, and becoming a party that once again stood proudly with, not against, our national flag. The hard work of change was with a singular purpose, not power for power's sake, but to change Britain for the better, to build a fairer country with dignity and respect, where everyone is seen, everyone is valued, wealth and opportunity for all, not just the privileged few. And look at what we've achieved in just 2 years. An economy that is stronger, growing faster than our peers, wages rising faster than inflation in every single month since we came to power, investment secured, infrastructure being built, an end to austerity, with the fastest fall in NHS waiting lists for 17 years, the biggest improvement in rights for workers and renters in a generation, the biggest uplift in defence spending since the Cold War, small boat crossings falling, asylum hotels closing, protecting young people from social media, and 500,000 children being lifted out of poverty because of the choices that I made. Our reputation in the world restored, with Britain once again standing up for decency, respect and the rule of law, securing trade deals, standing with Ukraine, standing up for our values and rebuilding our relationship with our allies in Europe. Change promised by a Labour government, change fought for by a Labour government, change delivered by a Labour government. But I know the question being asked now is not who was best placed to change the Labour Party, to take us into power and to begin the vital work of improving lives for millions of people. Those questions have been answered. The question my party is asking now is whether I am best placed to lead us into the next general election. I have heard the answer of my parliamentary party to that question, and I accept that answer with good grace. Every decision I've taken has been about putting the country I love first. That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party.
There we go.
I have spoken to His Majesty the King this morning to inform him of my decision. I will ask the National Executive Committee of the Labour Party to set out a timetable with nominations opening on the 9th of July and completed by the summer recess. In the case of a contest, this will ensure a new leader is in place before Parliament returns in September. I will remain in post as Prime Minister until the contest is complete, and I will do everything I can to ensure an orderly handover of power. I will also give my successor my full and unequivocal support, knowing that they will inherit a Britain that is far stronger and fairer than the one I inherited 2 years ago, better prepared for the challenges ahead, and better able to ensure the Labour Party secures a second term in office. I want to thank all of those friends and colleagues who have been at my side for these past 6 years or so, for their incredible commitment, service and support. I want to thank the brilliant Number 10 staff and our country's extraordinary civil service who dedicate their lives to public service. And when I leave the biggest job in the country, I shall spend more time on the most important job, being the best husband I can to my fantastic wife Vic, who has been a rock by my side through good times and bad, and being the best dad I can to my beautiful children, who are my pride and my joy. Thank you very much.
Well, that was secure.
So there we go.
Giving
There it is. He's just announced he is stepping down and resigning as the Prime Minister for the United Kingdom. People were wondering if he was actually going to do it. There's been many times it's been called for, but I think after the local election, I think after Andy Burnham winning in Makerfield by-election, openly saying that Starmer needs to change, there will be a leadership challenge, there was no way he could fight it anymore. There's no way he could be stubborn anymore. So there we have it. There's going to be a plan. There's going to be a timetable set out for him to step down. He's already announced it to the King. It is official breaking news. Keir Starmer has resigned as Prime Minister. There we have it. I'd love to get your thoughts on this, so please do comment below. Keep it clean. Let's have a look at what everyone's got to say. But just because Keir Starmer has stepped down as Prime Minister, it does not mean that the country is going to be any better. Labour will still be the party in power, and all you're going to have happen is it looks like Andy Burnham will just replace him. So it's not a complete change for Britain. It's not a reset. It's just a change of Prime Minister to a new unelected official. To be honest, by the looks of it, of the comments, everyone seems happy by this. Thumbs up. Everyone seems extremely happy. So there we have it. That's your breaking news. Keir Starmer has finally, after all the calls for his resignation, has resigned as Prime Minister. Now all we need is a general election. That's most probably not going to happen. You're just going to get other Labour MPs fight it out between them, and Andy Burnham will more than likely win that. So for those that have just jumped on the stream, I'll see if I can replay it for you, but Keir Starmer has basically just live on air announced his resignation as the UK Prime Minister. Let's have a look at the comments. The majority of you seem happy by it, but obviously Labour is still going to be in power. It's not going to be Reform. It's not going to be Restore Britain. It's not going to be any other party. It's still going to be Labour. He has not called for a snap general election, and he's going to lay out a timetable for his basically time to go. Anyway, there you go. Hopefully we're one of the first to get it out to you. That's the breaking news. Burnham is worse. More than likely. Andy Burnham, I can't see being any better than Keir Starmer. It's still Labour. There's going to be no change. No change at all. And like I said, it's still an unelected official. It's the Labour MPs that will now vote for the next Prime Minister. It's not you, the British people. Not you, the British people. Let's see if there's any sort of reactions online to this already. Let's see what we've got. Rupert Lowe's response. Starmer resigns. He has been a truly disgraceful Prime Minister. I do not believe him to be a good man or a patriot. He has deliberately and rapidly accelerated the destruction of Britain, of our home. History will not remember him kindly. I sat in Parliament looking him in the eye, listening to him attempting to justify his decision to block a national inquiry into the mass rape of young British girls. I will never forgive him for that and so much else. What comes next, I do not know. Whatever that is, Restore Britain will be ready to offer the British people a democratic route out, a better way, the only way. But Starmer is gone, and that is a good thing. Enjoy it. See what else we've got. That seems to be the biggest one in a minute from Rupert Lowe.
Now is not who was best, but I know the question being asked now.
So there we have it. Keir Starmer has resigned officially. Now we've just got to wait for the announcement of the next Prime Minister, who's going to lead us into more possible destruction. Let's see what Piers Morgan has got to say. Here we go. Look at this. Piers Morgan breaking. Keir Starmer cries as he resigns as UK Prime Minister. Sad to end a dismal tenure. Never seen such a big election win end in such abject failure so fast. Bottom line, he wanted power but didn't know how to lead the country. He was the ultimate man without a plan. Does everyone agree with that? Anyway, there we have it. That's your breaking news. He has finally resigned after horrendous local elections in May. The winning of Andy Burnham in the Makerfield by-election. The calls to resign from his own MPs, from other parties, from the British people. Now we just have to wait and see to see who Labour now vote in as the next Prime Minister. There we have it. We will continue to follow up on this story. Thank you for all of you who joined this stream. I can see all of your comments. You all seem pretty much happy about this. Apart from the fact you're not happy about who's going to be the next Prime Minister. We will have to wait and see for that one. But we know it's looking like Andy Burnham. Thank you for joining the stream. Hopefully we can continue to be one of the fastest to get the news out to you with anything that's breaking within the UK. Thank you for all of your support, and I'll see you very soon.